There has been a major breach in privacy this past weekend, and headlines are all over the place indicating that a number of celebrities had their photos, their nude photos, leaked on the internet. Now, right now, the details are a little sketchy, but as the report continues to develop, it turns out that an unidentified anonymous hacker hacked into the iCloud accounts of all of these female celebrities, obtained nude photos of them, and then proceeded to leak them on online forums, including 4chan. Now, there are reports indicating that TMZ attempted to purchase some of these images, but the hacker refused to sell it to them. However, he has received a considerable amount of Bitcoin donations as a result of leaking these images on sites like 4chan. Now, to give you a sense of who has been a victim of this hacking scandal, Jennifer Lawrence is the big name that's been used in all of these headlines, but there are a number of other celebrities that have been victims of this. Kate Upton is one of them, Lea Michele, Ariana Grande, Victoria Justice, who is a Nickelodeon actress, Brie Larson, Kirsten Dunst, and there are many others, including Hope Solo, who is an Olympic goalkeeper and gold medalist. And it's really unfortunate because these women did not consent to having their images leaked to the internet. These women did these photos for people that they were in a relationship with. They did it in the privacy of their own homes. And unfortunately, their privacy was violated in the worst possible way. And I can understand why there's a market for it, right? Our voyeuristic nature makes us wonder what these people look like when they're nude. It makes us wonder what they're like when they're not on screen and when they're not doing their jobs. What are they really like in their personal lives? There's this lust and this sexual urge that we have that makes us want to give in and look at these pictures. But I would only ask you to not look at these images because it is a violation of their privacy and it is non-consensual. And if you do look at these images, you feed into that vicious cycle. You are part of that market that this hacker is kind of feeding into. And it makes me sick to my stomach to know that these people don't get to appreciate or enjoy any type of privacy because we're so obsessed with their personal lives. A few of the women did respond to the leak, and I want to read you some of the statements that they make. First of all, Jennifer Lawrence's camp did confirm the pictures, and they said that they plan on going after this person and prosecuting them should the identity ever be revealed, which of course is a huge question mark. Victoria Justice denied that the photos of her were authentic. In fact, she said the following: "These so-called nudes of me are fake, people. Let me nip this in the bud right now," pun intended. Michaela Maroney also tweeted about this, and she said the following: "The fake photos of me are crazy, was trying to rise above it all and not give the creator the time of day, but," and then of course she used this meme, "you, sir, need Jesus." Mary Winstead also tweeted about this, confirming the authenticity of the images. She said, "To those of you looking at photos I took with my husband years ago in the privacy of our home, hope you feel great about yourself." She continues, "Knowing those photos were deleted long ago, I can only imagine the creepy effort that went into this. Feeling for everyone or anyone that was hacked or who got hacked." And so I agree with her. I mean, there's something really creepy about the fact that she deleted those images from her phone, but they still existed. And I think that's one of the things that people don't really take into consideration when they take naked pictures of themselves. It gets saved into the cloud, and the cloud got hacked, and that's how the hacker had access to all of these nude images. And it's scary because sometimes you do want to take a racy picture for your loved one. Sometimes you do want to have a little bit of fun, especially if you're working apart from one another, you're traveling, and you want to spice up the relationship. But now if you're a public figure, you want to refrain from doing it because hackers can easily access any type of picture or any type of video that you've taken, and they can release it for financial gain. And also, for all of the hackers out there who have used their skill in doing good things, for instance, the anonymous hackers who revealed so many important details about the Steubenville rape case that actually led to the prosecution of 2 rapists, these people should stand up and absolutely denounce this individual, because this is the kind of person who will group all of the hackers into a really, really terrible thing, a very dangerous, non-moral, immoral, I should say, group of people that just hack for their own self-interest and for their own enjoyment and pleasure. So it makes me really sad to know that this is happening. It's not to judge those who have looked at the pictures. As I said, I can understand why they would do it. But I haven't looked at the pictures because I know it's non-consensual and I know that it's a violation of their privacy. I sit here at work Monday through Friday and talk about government agencies like the NSA violating our privacy, looking at our emails, listening to our phone calls, and it makes me absolutely sick to my stomach to know that there's a governmental entity that's able to do that, able to violate our privacy. We should do the same thing when it comes to hackers that violate the privacies of these celebrities. We should make sure that we denounce them openly and refuse to look at these pictures because, again, it is non-consensual. Also, another thing that you should keep in mind is if this is the type of treatment that celebrities get when it comes to nude photos, I mean, it's definitely going to deter other women from taking the nude pictures. It certainly has deterred me from doing it. There's no way in hell I'm ever going to take a nude picture because I know the second I do so, it's somehow, some way going to end up in the wrong hands. And so I feel bad for these people, and I feel bad that this guy is giving all hackers a bad name, because I do think that hacking could be used for the right type of vigilante justice. But when you see stuff like this, all hackers get grouped into people who don't give a shit about rights, don't give a shit about morals, don't give a shit about personal freedoms and privacy, and that's a really sad thing. Now, I should note that if this individual gets caught, and who knows if he's in the United States or another country, he could face serious prosecution. Just to give you a sense, 2 years ago, a judge sentenced a man by the name of Christopher Cheney of Florida to 10 years in federal prison for doing something similar. And that is a serious sentence for a serious breach of privacy. And you know what? I agree with that serious sentence because I take privacy seriously, and all of us should. All of us should take a stand and absolutely denounce the actions of this guy. And if anyone knows who he is, he should be turned into the authorities. How would you feel if your own mother, if your sister, your female cousin had their nude images leaked like this all over the internet? It ruins people's lives. Now, in the case of these celebrities, I don't think that it will, but we've done numerous stories of women who had their nude pictures or their nude videos leaked on the internet, and then potential employers find those images and decide, maybe we're not going to hire you. And they get judged. Their own family members see those images, and they get judged by that as well. And it's sick. It makes me feel really bad for these people. And what we need to do is just not give into it, don't feed into it, reject it, ignore it, and stand in solidarity with these women who had their privacy violated like this.